every time I look back from the abyss, I see yet another beautiful, beautiful vehicle that we get to drive on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's an 18-month review of this bad boy.
Awkward high five. Make sure you guys click like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to go over the 5 most pressing things that maybe you would think about on an 18-month ownership of a 2007
Porsche Cayman.
Let's get into it. The first question that we have as an audience is, in the past 18 months, how has the Cayman met up to your expectations as far as maintenance costs, and or has it been more expensive than your previous GTI?
Question number 2 is, now that I've driven every single model of the Cayman Boxster platform.
Awkward high five, we are lucky.
Yep.
Thanks to Porsche St. Paul.
Nearly every single trim level, is this still good enough?
Thirdly, how is it in the winter? You literally daily drive this in northern Minnesota, where we get about 100 inches of snow every year. How is it in the winter for real, and how does it compare to actually a really good winter daily driver, the Volkswagen GTI?
Number 4 is, does it have enough cargo space to live with as a daily driver? I daily drive it, I know.
This is also important for trips. Let's throw in a trip segment because we have gone almost across the entire country because we went on a Cannonball rally. How is it? I'm excited to see. Given the exact scenario, knowing what you know now, 18 months in the future, go back to your little cute 18-month-old, 18 months ago.
That one, not 18-month-old.
Knowing what you know now, how much it has cost, how good it is to drive, would you do it exactly the same way that you did it?
Well, that's a great question, and those are the 5 questions we're going to answer throughout this video. Come along with us.
Would you like to win our Miata? Well, today I'm going to tell you just how to do that. If we make it to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube by May of 2024, which is our 5-year YouTube anniversary, it's going to be given to one of you lucky subscribers.
Wait!
So make sure to subscribe. In the past 18 months, I would love to know how the maintenance costs are on this.
So we opened up the trunk because that's where
the engine's in the back.
Yeah.
In the past 18 months, how has this held up? How much has it cost you to own for a year and a half?
I don't have exact numbers, but it hasn't actually cost me really anything because it's just been a couple oil changes and get some tires.
So we got tires, oil changes, every car needs them. And then the other thing is, last year we did get a free annual service, but that is just general maintenance. How does it compare? You've had 2 GTIs for an extended period of time. How has it held up to that?
I would actually say it's a little bit cheaper because I don't go to the Porsche dealership for my maintenance.
We go to Magic Mike.
Yeah, I used to go to the VW dealership and they charge a little bit more for all the oil changes and whatnot. So actually, it's a little bit cheaper if you go to an independent shop. If you go to the Porsche dealership, it's going to be a little bit more.
Ty, it goes without saying that we are 2 very fortunate people.
Yep.
We have been able to drive almost every single trim level, and we have driven every single generation of the Cayman.
Yep.
Having all those experiences underneath your belt, would you buy a base Cayman again, or do you wish that you had something else?
Well, as you just saw, I drew an S logo on this. In reality, no, this car is amazing. Yes, it would always be nice to have more power. I always say that. But for the first Porsche Cayman I had, this is perfect. If it's going to be your first Porsche Cayman, it's perfect. If it is your first Porsche Cayman, it's perfect. And if it's not your first one, you're probably going up the trim anyway, so have fun.
Well, and what I noticed too about this car is it is firmly planted, like the 245 horsepower, right? I finally got my numbers right.
I thought
the 245 horsepower combined with this package, you can go up and down these windy roads and it is very planted. And like you said, an S, absolutely. But if this is your first Cayman, don't shy away from the base. I'm going to set up this question for you.
Okay.
Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive.
Yep. All the making of a perfect sports car.
How has it been in the winter? You genuinely daily drive this every day of the year.
Yep.
To include 8 months of snow.
So, and when he says every day of the year, snowstorms don't stop me. This car is an absolute tank in the snow with winter tires. If you put on dedicated winter tires, it's a tank.
And we've had Blizzaks and Hot Completas.
Yep.
Both of them were good?
Yes, they were both amazing tires for this vehicle.
So your GTIs are front wheel drive.
Yep.
You got a little bit of a weird bias either way. Front wheel drive, you're stuck with understeer. Rear wheel drive, oversteer. Doing both of those, which do you actually prefer?
I prefer the oversteer, but both are really reliant on you not giving it too much of the fun pedal and just driving slowly when it's icy. But the best part about this one is when it's just snowy and not icy, you give it a lot of the fun pedal and you do some donuts.
I see we got the old Tyler test going on.
It fits 3/4 of me.
All right, so as far as cargo space, using it as a daily driver and going on trips, what do you say?
I say it's got plenty because this isn't the only storage. It's got storage in the back too. And as you can see from this, there's a lot of room up here. And you can't take more than 2 people. So 2 people's luggage fits perfectly for a trip.
When you got 2 dudes, it's probably better. But if you took me and Jen, it'd probably be a little bit of a different story. Think back to yourself 18 months ago, given the exact same scenario that you had then, knowing what you know 18 months in the future, would you purchase this Cayman again?
And so this is a difficult question because there were 2 987 Porsche Caymans on the lot that day. Both manuals. One was a base, this one, and one was an S. It was black and it was $5,000 more. So knowing what I know now, I know this is enough car for anybody that's looking for a sports car. And yes, I would purchase this one again over the S because it's good. It's an amazing car.
Well, and if you have the $5,000 to spend, maybe you do bump it up, but then you do get kind of close to getting into a 996, 911.
Yes, that is the biggest issue. Once you start going up the trim levels, you can start looking at other Porsche cars, such as the 911, or even higher trim, and you stop being able, there's a list, and you're going to be able to try to say you can afford all of it.
Let me get behind the wheel and I'll show you what you mean, and we'll wrap this thing up. Yeah, buddy! Before we wrap this video up, or going to a tree,
Please don't do that.
my secret 6th question is this. Do you need an exhaust?
Yes! Yes, you do! Oh, this car is just a masterpiece. Also, I would like to say, this is the 18-month, year-and-a-half review of my car, and I don't even get to drive it?
No! I'm the ringleader for this video, and therefore, I get to ring it out. I don't know what else there is to say, but an S would be amazing.
Yeah.
A GTS would be more amazing. A GT4 would be like crazy, right?
But if you have the budget to be able to purchase this car and it's stretching it to get the next one, it's not necessarily worth it. This is a great car.
I would actually, if I could just afford an S, I would maybe buy the base and get some exhaust tuning.
Oh yeah.
Because that makes all of the difference in the world.
Oh, I love this car.
It is good. I love this car in combination with the twisties. It's just fun. It is just fun.
So if you like the video, video, make sure to click like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to buy one after this video. Thanks for watching.
Take care, we'll see you next time.
Look, I'm in charge.